Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a calculated running total column for your midterm grades. To do this, you're going to go into your grade center, into the full grade center, and then go up to Manage and choose Grading Periods. I'm going to click on Create Grading Period and give this a name. I'm going to call it Midterm Running Total. Now I'm not going to use a description, and I'm definitely not going to use any dates, so just ignore that because we're going to, our criteria is going to be what columns we use, not dates. So just the name and then submit. So now I have that grading period, and I'm going to go ahead and close that little message out. Okay, I'm going to go back to the grade center, full grade center, and now I'm going to create, notice I have a running total column here. But I want to create one that just does the assignments or the columns that my students will be using up until the end of midterm here. So I go up to Create a Calculated Column, then down to Total Column, and again give it a name. Let's call it, we'll call it the same thing, Midterm Running Total. And the next step here, you need to choose grading period. So choose midterm running total. And up here on your display, just leave score for now. I'm going to come back on the next video and show you how to display both a score and a letter grade, or just a column for each. So, but for right now, just leave score. So midterm, the grading period is midterm. Then be sure that in this next area under select columns that you click on all grade columns in grading period, and it says midterm running total. Don't forget that. Okay, so three things in this screen: the name, the date, the grading period, and all columns in grading period. Then go down, leave the rest, and go down and click submit. Now I have a midterm column. Let's see where it put it. Put it up here at the beginning, of course. So I have this, and you notice there's no data values in there. That's because I haven't told it what columns I want it to use. So now I'm going to go back up to the manager, or manage, and then column organization. And notice now I have this area here for the midterm running total, and it shows my column that I have there. Well, I'm going to go down into this area here with all of my assignment columns, and hopefully you have yours in order. If you don't, you might want to take the time to put them in order, and you can drag and drop with the four-headed arrow, and then just make sure that if you move these columns here around that you go down and submit to make the save the changes. Otherwise, you'll have to go back and do it again. So I know that this is in my midterm, before my midterm. I'm going to go through and put a check mark in front of all of these that I want it to include. And right up to, oops, right up to there. Okay, so these are my assignments that are included in my midterm grade. And you can go either to the bottom or the top after you've checked those and select Change Grading Period to Midterm Running Total. Notice now what it did was bring all of these columns that were all down here up into this area. And I'm going to move my midterm total into the middle. You can have yours wherever you want. I like it at the end rather than at the beginning. Do not worry that it says the total possible points are 0. We haven't submitted it yet. Once you submitted it, it will calculate those possible points. And of course, we still have our 1,000 overall for the whole course. So I have that set how I want it. I'm going to go up and save those changes, submit it. And now you'll see that in the middle here, I should have a midterm running total. Now you see I now have data in there. If you scroll over to the edge, you'll see it's the same data as the running total because nobody has worked past. This was the last assignment for up until midterm, and nobody's worked past there. Now let me show you if, for example, this student had 20 points here, had done something ahead of time, since I didn't count that in, you notice it still stays at 263, but watch the overall total for the course. Now it shows at 283, so it added those points in to the overall total, but not into my midterm points. So I'm going to go ahead and I better delete this out. Okay, and you'll notice now they're back to 263 for that point value. All right, now that's great, and you're probably saying, wow, but I want to show a letter grade. So the next video, I'm going to show you how to create a schema so that you can put in your letter grade.